Vietnamese officials have asked farmers to postpone sowing their rice crop till mid-May as the country struggles against the worst drought in recent memory. The worst affected area is the Mekong Delta in southern Vietnam that produces 90% of the country's rice. Rather than bringing much-needed fresh water, Mekong River levels have dropped by as much as a half, as Tony Chung reports from the Mekong Delta in Vietnam.
At the end of a journey of more than 4,000 kilometers, the dark, rich waters of the Mekong River Delta. But the river's once mighty waters are losing their battle against the sea as the drought forces them back upstream and the salt waters are invading the land. Duong Tan Tong has been farming this land for 25 years and he's never known a drought like this. His rice fields are dried up and cracked. The land, usually lush and moist, can't even grow grass for his livestock to graze on. And there's little chance of getting a rice harvest this year.
We are
in a very difficult situation. Rice is our main crop and we grow other vegetables. Last year, we got 3 rice harvests. This year, I don't think we'll get 1. We can't farm rice anymore, but we are farmers. What can we do?
Mr. Dong has managed to rescue some of his fields by pumping water from a local creek. But the water is polluted by seawater. It's slowly moving upstream. In desperation, some of the farmers around here have started pumping water into their rice paddies, despite the fact that they know it's contaminated with salt water. And you can see the effect. Over here, very little. The rice crops dried off with the dryness. Over here, they've got a full field of rice. The problem is that the rice they're growing here is far too weak to ever make it to market. And the farmer knows this is completely worthless. Even the promise of water from the Mekong source in China is fading fast. Those waters reached Thailand 3 days ago, but the river's level here has barely changed. Projects like this one in Thailand, pumping water from the Mekong for drought relief, have depleted the volume of the river so much that barely a trickle is making it down to Vietnam. The officials who monitor the river have seen levels drop by 40 to 60% in this province. It's the worst drought in recorded history, and the records go back more than 100 years.
As far as I understand, China released water 7 days ago, but so far there is no change. We hope that the fresh water will sweep the salt water out, but so far no one in the Delta is seeing any change.
It doesn't look much like a drought. The river's width and the tributaries that flow into it seem as strong as ever, but these waters have been poisoned and they can no longer quench the thirst of the parched earth. Tony Cheng, CCTV, Soc Trang Province, Vietnam.